Hello everyone, welcome back to the fourth part of the series How You Should Learn Pandas for Data Analysis in 2023. It has been a very exciting journey so far and we have covered a lot of interesting topics. Only two more topics left, that is concatenating, merging and merging new data in Pandas data frame, which we'll cover today, and the next episode we'll cover grouping, aggregating and hierarchical indexing using Pandas, which is a little advanced technique, but we'll cover that as well. Before we move ahead, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest of data analysis in Pandas, Python and Excel. So let's take a look at what we covered so far. We have taken a look at how we can load our custom data in Pandas using a custom dictionary object. We have seen different techniques for selecting and working with row and column data in Pandas. We've also seen how to filter your data frame, masking and getting the filtered values and also adding new columns. We have taken a look at some data analysis techniques using the inbuilt method of the Pandas data frame. And now we'll take a look at how we can concat, merge new data in a Pandas data frame. Very often for your data wrangling and data manipulation tasks, you will need to work with Pandas data frames where you'll be required to add new rows and new columns from different sources. So first let's take a look at how we can add or augment your existing data frame with new rows, and then we'll see how we can augment new variables into your existing data frame. So I've created a dictionary object. I've kept it at the same format as we had in the previous one, and how we had seen how we can create this into a data frame. So it has name, age, occupation, gender and salary as keys and different values for the same. Now again, let's take a look how we can load this into a new data frame. Okay, let's go ahead and add some new cells below. Okay, added that, and now let us create a new data frame. So how we can do that? We first create a new variable. Let's call this data frame underscore add underscore rows, and we use pd.data frame class. Okay, and we need to pass as an argument, use the data argument and let's pass the additional rows dictionary object. Okay, and let us call this data frame, and you can see this is another data frame now, a new data frame with new values. Okay, but the structure of the data frame is same. It has the same number of variables or columns: name, age, occupation, gender, salary. Let's take a look at the old data frame which we have used so far in the series, and we can see they are identical in terms of the structure, the same number of columns and the same column names. So now we can merge this data into a single data frame, because often we'll need to load and work with sources of data from different places. Let us see how we can merge this. We can use the pd.concat method. So I'll say data frame equal to pd.concat, and now we need to pass as a list the two data frames we want to concat. So data frame is the original data frame, and let us pass the new data frame that we just created. Okay, and let us see now. Let us call this. You can see it has nicely now added all the rows into our existing data frame. Only thing, the index now doesn't seem to make sense as it's a repeated index, so we need to reset the index, okay, and create a new index, which makes more sense for the new data frame. Okay, so let us see how we can reset the index. Let's call data frame dot reset index, and we use the in place equal to true argument because we want to reset it in place of the existing index. And now let's call it data frame again and see, and we see nicely it has reset the existing index, and you can see the index is now from 0 to 9, and it has still kept a copy of the old index. We don't need it for now, so let us drop it. Data frame equal to data frame, and we don't need the old index, so dot drop is used to drop any columns we don't want. Let us use the columns argument, and this will pass as a list the columns we want to drop. So I want to drop only the index, so I'll pass only one. Let us call it data frame now again, and you can see now you have your concatenated data set. Okay, now say I want to add additional columns. So we have taken a look at adding additional rows. So I say I want to add additional columns. So I have created some additional columns where we need to join it on a specific column. So I'm going to join it on the name column and say each employee has two more attributes: the years employed and their country of origin. So let us take a look at how we can create some existing some new columns to the existing data. Okay, so let me okay, so I'm going to add some new cells below. Okay, and let's take a look again. We'll create this as a new data frame Let us rename this as additional columns, and again we use the pd.dataframe class and use the data argument and pass additional columns. And now let us see what is this. You can see we have our new data frame for the employees with names Jane, John, Peter, Jake and Paula. We have two more variables, that is the years employed and the country of origin. Now I want to merge these two data. Basically I want to have the additional columns for the data. So let us do this using the pd.merge method. Okay, I need to pass the two data frames, the left data frame and the right data frame. So let's pass the left data frame and the right data frame. That is the additional columns we want to add. And then there are some more arguments we need to pass. First is the on argument. Basically, on which key do you want to join the data? You need to have some common key. So here, as we see, the name is a common key. That the name, we have Jane here, we have Jane in the previous data frame, John, Peter. So I'll join them on the name variable. Okay, and how do I want to do the merging? So let us take a look at the different ways. One is the inner way. Inner way will merge both the data, but will include only those records where the name attribute is present in both the data frames. So let's take a look. You can see it has merged it nicely. It has added two new columns and it has included the data only where this name key is present in both the data frames. If I want all the values that are present in the left data frame and only those values present in the right data frame, I can use a left join. This is similar to your joins in SQL. So you can see it has included all the values that are there in the left data frame, and in the right data frame it has included only those values that exist here. So you can see it has added two new columns and the values are there, and for the other rows where the values are not there, it is given a null value. Okay, NaN basically. You can try right as well. So this is about merging and concatenating data with your existing data frame. And in the next topic in the series, the final topic, we'll cover some advanced techniques of data analysis using grouping, aggregating, and also hierarchical indexing, how you can use hierarchical indexes in your pandas. I hope you enjoyed the series so far, and stay tuned for the final episode of the series. Leave a like and a comment on this video, and I'll keep on making more videos for Pandas, Python, and Excel for data analysis. Thank you.